Hello, Bigfoot enthusiast. Scott here from Squatch America.
And Hannah, domestic chief cook and doggy mama here in the paddy wagon tonight. Hello, Renee and Michelle.
Hi, we are back. You got nothing.
Squatch America's back. All right. How's Squatch? So,
I don't think that's how it works.
I couldn't remember how it went. I'm so old. Hey, we're so excited to be back tonight, even if there are only a few of you. That's okay. Hey,
but anyway,
this is our soft comeback.
Yeah, it's our soft comeback. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's like a soft launch.
We want to thank you guys for allowing us the hiatus, I guess.
Wasn't much of a hiatus.
Yeah, but we have finished the tours.
Thank God. Thanks,
oh my gosh.
Squatch.
14 Bigfoot festivals in a row.
Since February.
Since February. And it got a little crazy.
Your phone is cussing at us.
Yeah, my phone is telling it's time to go live.
Oh, well, so. Yeah. Anyway, 14 shows since February, and better not be 14 next year.
Yeah.
That was just crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I say crazy.
So we finished our last one. Had a great time in Pocatello. We are currently in
Caldwell.
Beautiful Caldwell. I guess it's not beautiful.
How do you put beautiful and Caldwell in the same?
Yeah, it's not. Renee said it's not like we had a choice. Yeah, I understand. we didn't give you a choice.
All right. With that, you should play the intro.
With that, I should play the intro.
You really should.
Okay, I got to push the right buttons.
Anyway, we are back. I'm not wearing any makeup tonight because it's 104 degrees outside and 105 degrees outside, and you would just see it running down my face. So you get to see my naked face.
Yeah, so it's a little warm here in Caldwell, Idaho.
That's okay. When we were in Grants Pass a month ago, it was like 117. So I'm not complaining.
Yeah, me either.
And the smoke isn't too bad here, but boy, we have driven through some smoke-filled areas, and we are watching the Watch Duty app like crazy just to see if we can continue forward with our Bigfoot camp out plan for next week.
Okay, yeah. So you guys didn't. Let's talk about that. Well, first of all,
by the way, tonight's totally script-free. You're just getting us off the cuff.
Yeah. So I want to share with you guys this. We've been watching some fires. So hi, Doug.
Hey.
Hi, Raptor.
Hey, good to see you, Raptor. It's been a while.
Okay, so Scott.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. What?
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. So hi, everyone. So I was going to say Scott Noble and I, who's in the chat.
You went squatching.
We went squatching, and then we had a problem. So this is our squatchy area.
You had two problems.
Well, I had two problems. One, I screwed up my knee and I couldn't walk. That was a problem. But hey, Scott, I'm walking. I'm good. It's all healed up, ready to go. But we were camped somewhere about here, and then we got to watch a lightning storm come over in the evening, and the next morning that. So a little heads up for y'all. I put your good wishes out because these spots right here on the map is where we have trail cameras right now, and I want to go retrieve them, but right now they've got this road and this road and this road, all the roads
and the Diamond Lake area, the Momo Lake area
are closed. So we can't even get back to get our cameras out. Scott's watching it closely to see if we can get up there, and I'll be back in that area
week after next.
Yeah, on the 14th, I think it was 13th and 14th. and we're going to try to get up there and get our cameras. But we got some exciting things happening up there, and what I'm going to do for you guys is probably next week or the week after, talk about our anthropology by the lake. And I already have a slide.
Anthropology around the pond.
Anthropology around the pond, and we're going to. Already got a PowerPoint for it because it's what I've been talking about in these festivals for the last couple months. So I'm going to share that with you now that the festival season's over. And yeah, that.
But first of all, before we go there, there's a brand new debate.
Oh, you're going to segue into that.
Are we going to
segue? With the fires yet,
oh, we'll finish with the fires.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you're doing, man.
Well, I've switched the side. So another bit of fires that we were watching right now is these fires right here, and that. I can't drive that one right here, because we are going to go camping
next week
somewhere around here. I gotta be over here. So,
and if you are in Northeast Oregon, of course, or anywhere actually in Oregon, and you want to drive up to Tollgate, you can join us for that. You don't have to be a veteran, but just know that we have opened it up to veterans.
Yeah, we do have some veterans scheduled to come out and meet with us. But if you guys, the Squatch Americans, want to come out and hang out with us, please feel free.
Because it's not Scott and Hannah that take the veterans out. It is Squatch America that takes the veterans out.
Yeah. So we're going to be camping right there. If you would like to go with us, you can email me. I'll give you details at squatchamerica@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll be able to go. Right now it looks pretty good. It's one of the places in Oregon that's not on fire. And knock on wood. And it's near where all the Freeman Film stuff happened, by the way, in case you didn't know. That's where we're going. We just got done with a wonderful trip up to Deduck Springs, by the way, and that video is dropping Friday.
Yep. So make sure you catch our first our first significant footprint Friday in a few weeks.
Yep.
It's not AI.
It's not AI. And let me know if you guys have been enjoying those Thursday kind of AI. I write them. The computer makes them because it's easy. And Hannah don't like them, but they do answer questions. The whole purpose of that is to answer questions, the commonly asked questions that we get.
Yes, Renee, you work the weekends. You never take a break.
Yeah.
Unless it's like to go to Cabo or somewhere.
Okay, Renee. I'll message you. Okay. I'll just message you.
Brain fart.
No, I'm deciding if I don't want. Never mind. I will message you. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So.
And then what? After the camp out, that's when we go back to Grants Pass for a couple days.
Yep.
Do some much needed work on the truck, because when don't we do much needed work on the truck?
We're doing some today, and then we're doing some or this week while we're in Boise area with my son. We're doing some mechanical stuff on the truck, and then when we get to Grants Pass, we're going to do some
more cosmetic
stuff on the truck. So
hey, speaking of cosmetics, this has nothing to do with cosmetics, but please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video and brag on us to all your friends. We gained quite a few subscribers from all these shows, and we are this far from 3,000 subs. So let's see if we can top 3,000.
So share this if you can.
Yep.
We would greatly appreciate it.
Yes, we would.
So.
All right. Now what's next? We're totally unscripted. I feel like I've just come in. I have no idea what we're chatting about. Yeah.
So.
Yes, Danny, good to see you here, man. It's like the entire Pacific Northwest is burning up right now. The good news about that, though, and we learned this from our good friend Tom Seaward from Sasquatch Island. You know, big Sasquatch ain't no dummy, and they're not going to stand around and let themselves burn. They go up.
Mm-hmm.
They go up. So, you know, by the time we have like completely freaked out and evacuated areas, they're in the high country.
Mm-hmm. And figuring out which way they need to go.
Yep. So very, very, very high in natural intelligence. So I don't worry about them. Anywho, it's not like the Disney film Bambi where you see all the animals fleeing from the fire. I mean, they're smarter than that. So domesticated cows, not so much.
Yeah, not so much.
All right. What's next, man?
What's next?
Do we have a commercial?
Well, we do, but okay.
It's not time yet.
Yeah, so I want to tell you we had a lot of fun. Let's talk about our experiences at the festivals. The last festival in Pocatello, who was with us?
Pocatello was Dr. Jeff Meldrum,
Dr. Jeff,
Michael Freeman,
Michael,
my favorite guy, Mark Marcel, David Ellis,
and Nico. I can't say his
last
Spatafora
from the North American Bigfoot Center, and David Ellis.
David Ellis.
So it was quite a lineup, and it was a really intense 2 days. Really intense.
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty cranky by the time it was all said and done.
And Hannah was the MC for the show,
and I did a kick-ass job. Thank you. If you say so myself. I had some people come up and say I was just witty and charming and funny. I'm never funny. I was really funny. I charmed a few guys named Rick and Andy. Hi, Rick and Andy. If you're watching, I have not forgotten you. And I made a new friend, Jessica, and a new friend, Chrissy. And
we met a fellow with a very interesting Bigfoot story, and
met a few.
He's going to be one of them is going to be on either next week or the week after our this show, and he's going to tell you his story. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
We have come to the conclusion, though, after doing several of these different kinds of festivals, that whatever kind of festival we host in the future and wherever it is not going to be the open come one come all festival in the park.
Right.
That's crazy, and that doesn't seem to work very well. We want festivals where you buy a ticket and you come into a contained space and you hear the speakers.
Yeah.
And then the vendors and all that can be outside that venue, but yeah, it really, really does work well.
It does. It was a lot of fun. And we had a really cool discussion at the end where they get, all the guests up and the audience asks us questions. And that was a lot. I always enjoy doing those.
And it's easier to do that kind of thing when you're in a contained space.
Right. And we got some really good ideas from that. People were asking, well, with today's technology, where do we go from here? How come we can't, get a good, decent picture, all blah, blah, blah. And there was a gentleman who's, I think he was a professor at the college with Dr. Joe. Trent. Yeah.
I don't know his last name, but he's just Trent.
Yeah. Yeah. But he was a professor at the college.
He was, I think, if I understood it right, he was a professor of genetics.
Yes.
Which totally up my alley of interest.
Yes. And he had a brilliant idea. We need to not worry so much about DNA. What we need to do is study the chromosomes of Bigfoot,
which is like ancient technology.
Yeah.
Everyone got so excited about the freaking double helix and blah that they forgot about chromosomes. Gosh, the world has forgotten about chromosomes. Maybe we need to go back to chromosomes and undo all the damage that's been done by forgetting about chromosomes.
So
I'm going to drop that there.
That's a great idea, to look at the chromosomes. How many chromosomes do they have? Because that tells a lot. Just for instance, I thought it was interesting when I was going through anthropology school. We had a whole, genetics chromosome component that we did. And what was really interesting is, the people with Down syndrome, they actually have one
They have an
extra chromosome that we don't have.
Yep.
And so it'd be interesting to look at the chromosomes of Bigfoot to see where they're at.
And a lot of and I will say, I took an entire course in genetic biology. Absolutely loved it. I even considered a career in genetic counseling because a lot of what I will say is being misinterpreted as unlimited genders. Some of that is caused by chromosomal abnormalities, like Turner syndrome is a double XY human. So rather than an XY male, you get a double XY something, or genuine intersex is a chromosomal abnormality. And that's some fascinating stuff. I really, so it's very interesting. So yeah, chromosomes maybe we should be a little slower to embrace the new and stay with what's tried and true. Yeah. Hey, that rhymed.
No, it didn't. Didn't it?
Yeah. New, true. That's a rhyme.
Yeah. So
now it's time for a
it is, but before we go to the commercial, I want you guys to stay tuned towards the end, because we are going to be doing a giveaway today for all the people who bought the raffle tickets for this beautiful quilt manufactured by
Angie Endicott.
Manufactured,
homemade. And
I can't find it. I got a picture of it somewhere. Here it is.
Yep. And our apologies if you were not at an in-person festival. This became a thing in Baker, and it just kind of stuck with us for the remaining. She said auction or sell raffle tickets at your other festivals, and so since we were off the air by then,
yeah, she had made this beautiful quilt. This is the front or the back. I don't know.
That's the front.
And then this is the other side of it right there. And even the stitching, and I don't know if you can see, I can't do it.
Even the quilting on it is in the shape of Bigfoot.
So kind of cool.
It's beautiful, beautiful.
But we're going to do the drawing at the end of the show today.
Yes.
To find out if you win.
If anyone who bought a ticket is watching, tonight's the night.
Yep.
Tonight's the night. They're
Go to commercial.
Hello, Bigfoot enthusiasts. Hannah here from Squatch America, and we want to welcome you to Cloudcroft, New Mexico, where mystery meets adventure. Introducing the Bigfoot Encounter Museum, the ultimate destination for all cryptozoology enthusiasts and adventure seekers. Step into a world shrouded in legend and intrigue, where the mysterious stories of Bigfoot come to life. Our museum is a treasure trove of artifacts, exhibits, and interactive displays that delve into the fascinating history and folklore surrounding this legendary creature. Get ready to embark on an immersive journey through time, exploring the captivating tales of eyewitness accounts, footprint casts, compelling documentaries, and so much more. You'll be amazed as you unravel the mysteries and evidence surrounding this elusive and enigmatic creature. Whether you're a skeptic or a true believer, the Bigfoot Encounter Museum in Cloudcroft, New Mexico promises an unforgettable adventure for all ages. Come and create lasting memories as you immerse yourself in the world of Bigfoot lore. Plan your visit today and uncover the secrets of Bigfoot at the Cloudcroft Bigfoot Encounter Museum. Your journey into the unknown awaits. Cloudcroft Bigfoot Encounter Museum. Discover the legend, experience the mystery.
So we are actually headed that way later on this year.
In about 2 weeks.
In about 2 weeks, we're going to be headed to New Mexico. We've been invited to do some squatchy stuff down there, and we're going to go check it out.
We're going to be there for a while.
We're going to be there for a little bit. Maybe the winter, so it's not so cold.
We're gonna freeze our backsides off up there.
Probably.
9,000 feet is 9,000 feet,
Feet.
no matter where you are.
Yeah.
So anyway, what are we talking about? Should we talk about glide?
Okay. All right. We had a great time in Pocatello. Let's back up to Glide. So who's with us in Glide?
Michael Freeman,
Michael Freeman again.
Jesus Payon, our Breaking Bad buddy, or Breaking Bigfoot buddy, Breaking a Bad Bigfoot buddy,
Yeah.
and
Tom and Peggy Seawood.
Tom and Peggy Seawood. Yep,
And that was it.
that
was it?
that was it.
And us. Yeah.
Yep. So we actually called this summer the Squatch America Sasquatch Island summer.
Yeah, because
We did three.
we did Medaline Falls, Baker,
Oh, we did
Glide,
four. Forks.
and Forks.
We did four.
We did four festivals with Tom and Peggy this year. It just how it worked out. So we had a good time in Glide. That's always a big one. It was hot. It was outdoors.
Very, very hot.
Uh,
I'm not a fan so much of outdoor festivals anymore.
yeah. They had, I don't know, how many people did they said they
I
had?
don't know.
It was a lot.
4,000.
4,000. It was pretty cool. And then before that, where were we?
Baker City.
Baker City. We did our own festival
With Tom and Peggy
with
Seawood.
Tom Bacon Seawood and
Robert
Leiderman.
Liderman. Yeah, we do like to, when we do plan festivals and promote them, we do like to bring sometimes lesser known folks in. And
Yeah, so if you don't know who Robert Leiderman, he's been on the show. He
look
did
him
the
up.
he did the Bluff Creek project. Former
he documented it in a humongous book that we could use as a trailer jack.
yeah. Yeah, and he's former Forest Service ranger or park guide. I don't remember.
And he was a forest ranger.
Forest ranger.
Ranger Rick type of guy.
Yeah. So, and that was a lot of fun. We didn't have a great turnout. There's a lot of stuff going on in Baker this time, and
there's still, I mean, there were still, even though school was out and had been out for a few weeks, there are still school sports that it's like they never stop.
yeah.
They never stop. It's
So we only had probably
2,000,
1,500, 2,000 people show up. Well, it wasn't bad for a little town. And then our one before that was
Medaline
Falls, and that was
oh yeah, give me Medaline Falls had 14,000 people show up in the rain.
in the rain. Yeah, it was great.
So I'm sorry, Baker City, you got no excuse.
Yeah, Medaline Falls is a dinky town in the middle of nowhere, and they had 14,000 people show up. And who we had there? Jesus, Payan,
Tom and Peggy
Seawood, us, and Milska Hahn.
Yep. Oh, and Angelique Benham from
Legacy
Discovery, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Angelique, she's an awesome lady.
Yeah, we love Angelique.
Yeah. So, and then
and her son.
And we had there was
Mitch.
like 14.
Mitch is his name.
14,000 people show up in the rain, and we had a thunderstorm come through. It was an outdoor festival, and everybody had these 10 by 10 pop-up tents, and we had ours. Our tent was actually held down by 5-gallon buckets of water on
Which
each
sounds
corner.
like a great idea.
Sounds like a great idea. The wind launched the tent, the buckets, and everything just took off.
Fantastic.
So
Raptor, how much information does Who have that they're not telling the public?
Who
Does Who have? What, the government?
a lot.
A lot.
In fact, I suggested something at Pocatello when we were having our big discussion. If you guys remember when people were going to raid the Area 51, they're going to have that big raid that never happened. I think we should get together and raid the Smithsonian because I know they have a Bigfoot in the back in the drawer somewhere.
The Bigfoot Project. You mean the Bluff Creek Project? The Bluff Creek Project. That's not the Bluff Creek Project was
Robert Leiterman and a few
Ro-
other guys.
Yeah, and it was an archaeological recovery of the Bluff Creek film site.
They
So,
found the actual site and they logged every rock, every tree, everything from the film, frame by frame.
yeah, go back and watch our episode on Robert Leiterman and the Bluff Creek project.
Yep.
And now that whole site is protected, so you can go in as a tourist, but it's all and they've got it protected and roped off and all that so that you can walk by it. The trail goes by it, but they keep it maintained now so that you can see exactly
And
where.
I think they have little plaques that show
Little plaques. This is where Patty
Roger,
was. This is where, yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff.
So yeah, and that there was a grassroots effort by the Bigfoot community to go in and recover the site.
Yeah,
That had nothing to do with the government.
right.
So
So
you want
and
something done, leave the government out.
yeah, so Robert
Robert
Leiterman
documented it.
documented it. Well, him and a bunch of people. He wasn't by himself.
He was he documented the process.
Yeah, he did all the documentation and stuff. And when we
He's
had him
an
in Baker
archaeology
City,
nerd.
yeah, he did a whole talk. That was what his talk was about, was all the photographs and everything they were doing when they were logging everything and all the maps he made. And so if you want to watch something really cool, this Friday when our video drops on Footprint Friday, it's give you a little heads up. It's Robert Leiterman and
Jonathan Easley.
Jonathan Easley
and Sasquatch
Island, Tom and Peggy Seawood, and us doing the same thing
at Deduck
Springs. So
we should do that. The Deduck Springs project.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like we're started.
It's already been. Yeah, Jonathan's been doing it for a while though.
All right, go Jonathan. We've had Jonathan on our show too.
Yep.
So look up Robert Leiterman's episode with us. Look up Jonathan Easley's episode with us, and
so
you could, if you really wanted to get fancy, post-production of this live, you could drop those episodes into here.
I could.
You could.
I could.
What's the likelihood of that happening?
Oh, I can get to it tomorrow. So that
he cracks me up.
So actually, we have done a few adventures during this whole time we've been traveling. We've actually went out and did some stuff. I have got a few things in the bags to edit. Or video in the can, as they say, that I need to edit and get out of what we've been doing between shows, which has been crazy. But
between shows has been driving.
Yeah. So
we have not had much down. We had a little bit of downtime. Hey, Cindy, good to see you. We had a little bit of downtime between Baker City and Glide, but after Glide, it was just go, 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 go.
Uh-huh.
So what was after Glide?
Well, before Glide was Forks.
No, we sat in Grants Pass for 2 weeks.
Well, that's when
before Baker was
so
before
that
Baker was Medellin, and before Medellin was Forks.
Was Forks.
We had a show after Forks, and we had a show during Medellin.
Okay.
Right before Medellin.
I don't know.
He's so lost.
I'm so lost. We went to Grants Pass.
We took like 5 weeks off after the Medellin fall, off from the live after Medellin falls.
Okay.
Now have you figured it out in your head?
Not really. Anyway, time is irrelevant.
Actually, it's true. Did you know that the hallmark of ADD and ADHD is lack of time awareness? You're off camera now.
I know. I'm always off camera because we can't scoot over far enough.
I told you we could get rid of this table.
No.
Okay. Well, that would get rid of my armrest too, so it'll be all right. How is your knee?
My knee is fine. My knee is 100% back in action.
His toe, not so much.
Yeah. Mike Prime said, "Had we had any encounters?" Videos coming. I'll put it that way. Yeah, we have. But we're going.
Enough of that.
Enough of that. But so Videos to come on Fridays. Catch us Friday videos.
Footprint Friday.
Footprint Fridays.
In fact, it's so crazy. Our friend Brandon from Sasquatch Prints, by the way, SasquatchPrints.com. Visit there for all of your awesome Bigfoot t-shirts that are not Squatch America t-shirts. No, he does not sponsor us, but boy, he does give us a great deal on.
He's one that prints our
t-shirts, and he's just awesome. And he is the producer of the Bigfoot Rendezvous in Pocatello that we were just at. Brandon was also with us at D-Duck Springs. In fact, he was there before we were. And we left, and he stayed. And we was waiting for Cliff Barrickman to show up.
Cliff Barrickman came the next day. Yeah.
And while he was waiting, he had a sighting.
Uh-huh.
So he now belongs to the sighting club.
Right. And there was a brief instant when we were up there doing all the measuring and stuff, we're trying to figure out how big the Freeman film Sasquatch was, size-wise. So we were measuring trees and trying to deduct how big that tree was that walked in, the Christmas tree. There's in the video, they call it the Christmas tree, that it walked and brushed up against when it walked by. Well, that Christmas tree right now is like, what is it, 20 feet tall? It's
huge and
huge.
bushy.
Yeah, but in 1990, it was a lot smaller. So we were trying to deduce how many years of growth and blah, 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 to try to figure out how tall that tree was. And then we can estimate the Bigfoot. We're still working on that right now. We need to actually growth ring the tree.
Anyway, Cindy, are we going to Texas this winter?
Probably.
Maybe. We don't know.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to be in New Mexico for a few months from the end of August until probably Christmas-ish.
Yeah. And then we may
we
slide down to Texas then.
Maybe. I don't know. We don't know. We've also got we've got winter invitations to Arkansas too.
Mm-hmm.
So Mike Bryan says he jumped out of his shoes and screamed in fear as it disappeared.
Okay. I think I'm missing something.
We missed something.
Somewhere.
Mike, please put a clarifying statement.
Yeah, clarifying statement. Yeah. So let's see. Before that, we already talked about, we did Forks, and that we did shows after that, didn't we?
Medellin Falls was after Forks.
I know.
And then was Baker City.
And that's when we quit doing. So
no, we quit doing. We took a break after Medellin Falls.
Okay, so you're all caught up. I'm just seeing if you're all caught up.
Yeah, we got 27 minutes to fill, buddy. Oh, Beachfoot. What happened to Beachfoot?
What happened to Beachfoot? Do tell. We weren't there this year.
We already found it, Raptor. It's the yeah. The tree is there.
What's that?
He says we won't find out without that tree.
Yeah, we found the tree. We know exactly what tree it is. We found every stump, every stick, every rock. We found everything. So we know exactly where it's at. And in fact, in the video that's going to drop Friday, you'll see me standing next to the tree, about the same distance away from the tree that the Bigfoot was standing in. We know the exact path it took.
And it's also the story of a skeptic turned believer.
Yeah. So
in that area. So you'll love to watch it.
Yeah. So we know exactly where everything's at. So we have found that. But we're trying to figure out how tall that tree was in 1990. You know, so we need
Which you can if you look at the ring.
Yeah, so we're going to do a growth ring thing on the tree to see how big around it was in 1990. And then we can find, there's another tree that's next to it that's grown up since the video that's about the same size as that tree should be. And if we find how big around that tree was in 1990, we can find another tree that's that big around right now, measure the height of it. Then we can measure the height of where the Bigfoot was standing when it brushed up against the tree. And we'll be able to tell you almost to the inch how tall that big Freeman Bigfoot was. That's something we're gonna be working on.
You done? Anyway, it's amazing. Archaeology is amazing, Raptor. It's amazing what you can figure out.
Yep.
Just by understanding the growth rate of a particular species of tree.
Exactly. You know, it's a lot of fun. Like when I was working on archaeological digs back in the day when I was actually doing anthropology and archaeology, it was so fun figuring out different time. We can figure out different dates and times and stuff by the color of soil, by the way. Pretty interesting.
Yeah. Hey, Greg, it was really good to see you last weekend.
Yeah.
He came up to our booth and said, "Greetings from Idaho." Like, yes, I'm on your chat all the time. That's why I said that. Like, ow!
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
So actually, Raptor, if you ever come to one of our events, you come up to the booth and say, "I don't think you'll ever figure that out." I'll know exactly who you are. Say, Raptor. Anyway.
We
What else?
got this.
We got 24 minutes. You got a plan for that 24 minutes? Are we segueing into the new debate?
Okay, do you want to segue? Hannah
know.
came up with a new.
I didn't come up with anything. It was handed to me. We've got a new. There's a new controversy.
Okay,
in the
so
world.
here we go. New controversy in the world.
Because
and just remember,
you are watching Squatch America.
The new what?
The new data has come to light.
Oh yeah. Okay, so here we go.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm blathering about. I've got information, man. New shit has come to light.
Okay, so here's the new debate.
New controversy, because all of the existing controversies are just old. So who's ready for a new controversy? Tell me in the chat if you're ready for a brand new controversy. And you heard it first on Squatch America.
Okay.
Okay? I'm waiting. I can wait. And this was an accidental controversy because it's working all day and been doing the show at night. Michelle's ready for new controversy. Wednesday nights in particular are hard because I never seem to have anything put out for dinner on Wednesday nights, and so let's just go find somewhere. Well, we found a Chinese restaurant. I thought, okay, why not? I can do some Chinese and not kill myself. I'm getting really, really persnickety about my nutrition, so I got to be careful. Would you stop poking me already? We got all this time to fill, and I'm telling my story. Oh my gosh, it drives me freaking nuts. Anyway, and so we go to downtown Caldwell, and in this old downtown, it looks like every old downtown on the planet. And we go to the Golden Palace, and the Golden Palace is closed from 7:22 to 8:12.
I don't know why.
We don't know why. Anyway, and it looked like one of those, those Chinese, you got there, you knew yucky China buffet restaurants, and they all have the same menu, and it's just the same buffet, it's just gross food, right? But then you have the Chinese restaurants that still smell like your grandma from 1974. And the carpet still smells like menthol cigarettes.
Yeah.
That was this Chinese restaurant. We knew it was going to be awesome Chinese food because it was like it had not left 1974, but it was close. And so it was like, well, where do we go now? We've only got like an hour before the show. We got to go somewhere that we can eat fast. So right around the block was Extreme Pizza. And he's all down for pizza. I'm usually not all down for pizza. I've got to be so careful with what I put in my mouth. It's like, well, we'll take a chance. So we go into Extreme Pizza. Unfortunately, they had a menu that I could make work for myself. And I went for a choice. Now, here's the controversy. It is not, does pineapple belong on pizza? Okay? We all know that Bigfoot's preferred pizza always has pineapple on it. By the way, having fruit with your protein is very, very a good idea. Very much a good idea. Helps stabilize blood sugar and all that. Anyway, here's a new controversy. Tell me what you think. Do mandarin oranges belong on pizza?
instead of Canadian bacon and pineapple, how about ham and
pineapple and
mandarin oranges?
How's that sound? Because I am telling you that extreme pizza in Caldwell, Idaho gets my vote. And their red sauce wasn't all sugary, which was great. And they had a decent gluten-free crust. So thank you, Extreme Pizza. You can feel free to sponsor us anytime.
Yeah.
So tangerines might work too. Yeah, I can see tangerines. But tangerines are a little harder than mandarin oranges.
Yeah, mandarin oranges. Renee says,
Lord, no.
oh, Lord,
And
no.
Greg said, hell no.
Hell no. Cindy said, maybe.
Danny said, no fruit, double anchovies. I don't like anchovies on pizza.
Nope, yuck.
I can do Caesar dressing, but that's about as far as that goes. There is a difference. Mandarin oranges are way sweeter than tangerines. Yep.
Yeah.
So I was really impressed. Normally, you know how I feel about meat, because normally I'm going for like the double-decker meat lovers, you know. In fact, peeling it off the crust and just eating the cheese and the meat. But this was so good. And I was just like, wow, I could. And also, I found out something else about oranges anyway. Oranges are really, really good for you when paired with protein. So, but that should be another show.
Yeah. Cindy says black olives.
I don't think I would. Now, normally,
Normally I do like the Hawaiian pizza, Canadian bacon, pineapple with black olives, because it's a sweet and salty thing.
But I don't think it would work well with the mandarin oranges.
No.
The olives and black oranges together, not because mandarin oranges are not as acidic as pineapple, and the black olives and the acidic fruit works really well. So yeah, I'm a meat girl, or if I'm going to do pizza, I'll do like white sauce and garlic and chicken and red onions and basil and all that stuff. Really super garlicky and savory. But do I break my spaghetti in half? I don't. You know why I don't use spaghetti? I use spaghetti squash, and you don't break that stuff in half. But yeah, salami too. I love salami on pizza. All the Italian meats.
Yeah.
I remember when we were first married, though, I broke my spaghetti in half, and you about had a coronary.
I did. I had a coronary, because you don't break spaghetti in half. That's not how it works.
Hey, Doc Ock, good to see you. We're just bullshitting right now. So, Doc Ock, mandarin oranges on pizza or no? What do you think?
Okay.
Anyway,
so
we don't have another thing though, huh?
Another what?
Commercial.
We don't.
We're fresh out of sponsors, so if any of you would know who a sponsor might be, let us.
We got one. I just haven't got the commercial made for it.
Thank you, Ronin Cameras, for all of your patience.
Thank you, Ronin Cameras.
Your cameras are not the ones that are at threat of being burned up. Don't worry.
Thank you very much. I did not leave that one in the woods.
Yes, Doc Ock, oranges. I was pleasantly surprised tonight.
Yeah.
That's the newest controversy in the world. Do mandarin oranges belong on pizza?
Yeah.
What are you doing? This is our makeshift squirrel cage. All right, it's time for that drawing.
Yeah. So, I got a thing for it. Here we go. Look at this. I even made this kind of fun thing. So who's going to win the prize?
Who's winning our awesome quilt made by Angie Endicott?
So, where's the quilt picture? So we are drawing for this quilt that we have. It has been through several Bigfoot festivals, people buying raffle tickets for it. And we will ship it to you. And so we will contact you. So I've picked this up for about an hour, actually. So you ready, Hannah? Live on the air. Here we go.
Drum roll, please, everyone. And the winner is Heather Lester.
Okay.
Heather Lester.
Do you know who that is?
I think she was in Pocatello, I think.
Pocatello? Okay.
I think. Heather Lester, if you are winning, I will be contacting you by email probably later tonight. If I don't hear back from you, I will call your phone. But Heather Lester is the proud winner of our quilt.
So we'll be contacting you and getting your mailing
shipping
information, and we'll ship it to you.
That is so awesome.
So congratulations, Heather.
Yeah. Well, okay, going back to the pizza. Doc Ox says he's never even considered it. He likes pineapple pizza. Well, this was Canadian bacon, pineapple, and mandarin oranges. And they were mandarin oranges from a can. So
They were mushy.
well, that's fine. They're supposed to be mushy. I like them. And they all went through the pizza oven, so they were warm. But it was really, really I got it just because, oh my gosh, I got to try the mandarin oranges. So it was actually really good. Like I said, I usually don't go with Hawaiian pizza. Not because I don't like it, but I like other things better. But this was like a super winner for me. All right.
All right. So
we have 13 minutes left. What the heck?
So we've been through all those. Oh, something we didn't talk about. What?
The Eugene Emerald Sasquatch Appreciation
Yes,
Night.
that was kind of fun.
That's the hat I should be wearing.
Yeah, me too. I got one. We got to go to Eugene, Oregon, to the Eugene.
Got to go to Eugene.
We got to go.
You don't put no. We went to Eugene, Oregon. Got to go. That's implying that it was like an awesome trip. And no trip to Eugene is ever.
Yeah, true. But
it was baseball.
We got to go to a baseball game. It was kind of fun. We set up our table. We sold a couple T-shirts, but mostly we had our casts out and letting people look at them. It was the Sasquatch Appreciation Night at the Eugene Emeralds baseball game. The Eugene Emeralds are a farm team
for the
minor leagues for the San Francisco Giants.
And they played people that should never be allowed on the baseball field.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. They played the worst baseball team in the history of the world.
You could just say Canadians need to stick to hockey.
It was a team from Canada. They need to stick to hockey. I mean, their first pitcher beamed like two batters right off the bat. Two or three right off the bat. It's like, yeah, no.
And I am a huge baseball fan. I don't know what's going on in baseball world though, because I am only a baseball fan if I'm there live.
Yeah.
I don't watch baseball on TV, but I love it live. And all I would say is that I loved being back at a baseball game, but a good high school game would have been better than this one. But hey, we got some really cute Eugene Emeralds hats with big feet on them.
Yeah, Bigfoot is the Eugene Emeralds mascot.
So that was fun, and I do love a good baseball game. So Squatch Americans, if we're ever in your area and there's a good ball game I can come to, let me know.
All right. So that was fun.
This is heat tired, by the way.
Oh yeah, because it is. Oh, it went down. It's 104 now instead of 105.
Mm-hmm.
I know you people in Texas are going wussies, but that's kind of hot for up here in the Pacific Northwest.
Well, the entire Pacific Northwest is on fire, so
yeah, it is actually pretty bad. I wonder if I can.
Here, I have it on my phone. I have the picture on my phone.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Let me bring this up here real quick.
All right, everyone. This is the Pacific Northwest right now. That's Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. We are over here. We're going right over here. Mm-hmm. And Scott's cameras are down here.
No, right there.
No, this is, you're backwards. Oh. This is Idaho. Idaho's over here. We're going here, and your cameras are down here in Southern Oregon. You have to go backwards. So there's oh, look at that. Okay, now you can really see it. That goes into Montana and some into Utah.
So where we're at right now is somewhere around here. We got to drive through all this. Well, actually, we're down here. And
In between all
we
the
got to drive
fires.
all the way up here to go camping here. And then we got to drive through all this to go down here, and then we got to go try to get our trail cameras out of here. So that's where we're at right now.
All right. I want to thank Mike Prine, Justin Lyons, and Mark Blank for liking our video on Facebook. Please go ahead and like it on YouTube as well. Like, subscribe, share the crap out of it. Because we would love to hit 3,000. We'd love to hit 3,000 subs before we head to New Mexico. So we got 2 weeks. Let's see if we can get like 15 more subs in 2 weeks. I think we can do it.
Yep. Share your favorite videos on our channel if you'd like. And like I said, this Friday is a pretty cool video.
Yep.
It's being dropped. So make sure you check that out.
Well, what other BS do we have to offer these fine people?
Yeah. He said he didn't see anything in the news about the fires in this area. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Pacific Northwest has it worse than anywhere else in the country right now.
Right.
Even
Yeah.
worse than California, Danny.
Yeah. Right now there's 134 fires in Oregon alone.
Yeah, and about that many in Idaho, about that many in Washington.
Oh, and for those of you who are wondering, that little idea I had, which we called Operation Pond Scum, which was that buoy I built with 4 cameras on it. So we get a 360 degrees of anything drinking water from these little ponds up in the mountains. That is actually in the mountains right now. And
not in the fire zone, but it's in an area that's blocked off.
Yeah, it's an area we can't get to, but the fire there's a fire close to it. But one of the concerns that we had, that Scott had, was there's all these helicopters and stuff with these buckets on them that are dipping water out of these ponds and dumping them on the fires. And we hope it doesn't
pick up
pick up our cameras out of the pond and go drop them on a fire somewhere. So
aren't you glad you didn't buy the expensive trail cameras for that?
They were kind of expensive.
What were they? $20, $30 a piece?
No, they were more than that. These are the ones that don't have the infrared lights on them. So
we're about to have a marital spat. Okay. No, Raptor, the Bigfoots in that area are not going to pass away because, like I said at the beginning, they go up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things that a lot of the Native Americans talk about too, is that when they're firing the areas, they will climb to the top of the hill, look for the smoke, and go the other way.
Yeah, they're smart. They're humans will stick around and burn to death because we're idiots.
Yeah.
But Sasquatch is so naturally intelligent, and they know the land so well that they know how to take care of themselves. So I'm not concerned about them at all. And Scott Goebel said Oregon's burned over 1 million acres.
Yep.
It is sad.
It is sad.
No, Raptor, our cameras are in the middle of the pond.
Yep.
They're in the middle.
They're in the middle of the pond. It's a little pond. It's not big.
They might not even be using that one because it's so small.
Hopefully they're not.
It's Linda Lake. So ODF, don't go to Linda Lake.
Yeah. So there's that.
All right. Hey, we're 5 minutes out.
We are
successfully BS'd our way with no script through this whole hour.
Yeah. Well, thank you for getting back on with us. And
I will be starting to shoot out emails to everyone again next week. So if you're not on our mailing list, go to squatchamerica.com and subscribe so you can get a weekly email from us. There is a brand new t-shirt that's going to be hitting our Teespring store in September. You don't want to miss it. It is just in time for the cray season leading up to November. Okay?
Yeah, and if you want to go hang out with us
at
Tollgate,
hoping it's still campable.
Yeah, just email us at squatchamerica@gmail.com. And after that, we're going to be
Headed to Grants Pass again and then south to New Mexico.
And don't forget to join us on Patreon.
Yes.
So,
So with all that, remember,
what am I remembering?
the button. And by the way, Michelle Sheet said she and Steve did a Smokey and the Bandit run to get his trail cameras.
Did they
Our job is to investigate the unexplained.
not explain the uninvestigated?
So until next week, thank you so much for being with us. Like, subscribe, share this video. We will see you next week. And until that time, you keep watching and
We'll keep squatching and go out and find Bigfoot.
bye.
Bye.
That damn Sasquatch.
Squatch America.